Question number 7 says write an equation of a line with slope 5 and passing through the point -1/8 in point slope form. Recall that point slope form is y minus y sub 1 equals m times x minus x sub 1. -1 will be our x and 8 will be our y sub 1. M is our slope, which is 5. Be careful when you substitute in the -1 because we have our minus and then we plug in our -1. So this becomes minus and negative, which changes to an x plus 1 in parentheses. This is our point slope form. Part B says slope intercept form. So what I'm going to do is just take the point slope form and solve for y, because we know that slope intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So we want y by itself. So I'm going to distribute the 5, then add 8. So we get y equals 5x plus 13. Okay, then next in number 8, we're doing the same thing. Our slope is m, which is -2. 3 will be our x sub 1. 4 will be our y sub 1. So again, point slope form. I'm going to write out the form first. Then here we're plugging in -4 for y. And 3 for the x sub 1. So we get y minus a -4. This changes to y plus 4. And then we leave the -2 outside of the parentheses to keep it in point slope form. Now in part B, we're going to take our point slope form and we're going to convert it to slope intercept form. We're going to do that by solving for y. So I'm going to start by distributing a -2. We're going to get -2x, and then we have -2 times a -3, which is a plus 6, or positive 6. Then from here to solve for y, I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. And we get y equals -2x plus 2. And number 9, it says the graph below shows how Sarah's investment account balance has changed over the course of a year. What was Sarah's initial investment? So this is what she started with. So if we go to our graph, this would be our y-intercept. It's at 0 and then this point here. We need to look at our increments. This is 4,000, 8,000, 12,000, and there's an increment in between. So it's 2,000, 4,000, 6,000, 8,000, 10,000, 12,000. So this is $2,000. So her initial investment at 0 months was $2,000. How much money is in the account after 4 months? So I'm going to locate 4 months, look at our point, and it is $8,000. It says using rate of change, how much did Sarah save per month? Well, I'm going to use the y-intercept here, which was 0, 2,000, and then I'm going to use the point that I just found at 4 months. She had $8,000. This is going to be my x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. Remember, for slope, we want the difference of our y's over the difference of our x's. Remember, slope is rate of change. Okay, so we have 8,000 minus 2,000 over 4 minus 0. We get 6,000 over 4. So we get that our rate of change was $1,500, and that's per month. Indeed. It says, what was her balance after 1 year? Well, I'm going to write an equation for this. We have a line. I know my slope is 1,500. I knew my y-intercept was our initial amount at $2,000. So 1 year is 12 months. X here represents months, so I'm going to plug 12 in for X, and we're going to get $20,000. Number 10. The graph below shows how Matt's vacation fund balance has changed over the course of the year. What is Matt's initial balance? Okay, so again, I want to look for at 0 months that y-intercept. Looks like this goes by 2,000s again. 2,000, 4,000, so 8,000, 12,000. This would be 14,000. This one is in between, so I'm going to go with $15,000. It says how much money is in his account after 2 months. Here's 2 months. Again, this one looks right in between. We have 13,000. Then it says using rate of change, how much money did Matt spend per month? Okay, you could choose any 2 points. I'm just going to go with the ones that I think are actually exact here. I have 3 12,000, and then we also have this point here at 14,000. So our rate of change is our slope. I'm going to get 2,000 over -2, which is -$1,000 per month. So he is losing $1,000 each month. Or I should say spending. D. What will his balance be after 1 year? Again, we can write an equation for this. It's a linear function, and our slope is our rate of change, which we said was -1,000. 1 year, again, is 12 months. Our y-intercept was 15,000. So I'm going to plug 12 in for X. And we will get $3,000.